and all the peoples of China. But please, continue to give us some more. And to the party, the All People's Congress, I want to give you a promise that I'll come in as a disciplined appointee to help the president. I have said I have no program. The president's program is my program. And I have no agenda, but the president's agenda is my agenda. And I discipline myself to serve him very loyally, like the late SYLVIA served President Shaka Stevens. If President Ernest Kuruma tasks me to do a duty tomorrow, I say, President, sir, may I do it today? And as an appointee of the president, he has told you that in 1996, when our party, the APC, was in dire need of people, we went to the polls. Presidential candidate Edward Ture, now High Commissioner to London, and Victor Bokarefo, erstwhile Ambassador to the People's Republic of China, his running mate, we lost and won only 5 seats out of 68 at the time. I lost that, but the divine Lord Almighty, Allah, in his wisdom said, little boy, wait for 19 years, and today I humble myself to address you as your vice president. I call on the party through the Secretary General, my comrades. I see my comrades, I see them, everybody here, my comrades. Let us follow the discipline that is helping the country I am coming from as ambassador, that is helping them to succeed and to grow so fast. And what is it? Discipline. In China, when the command is given, they move. Nobody lags behind. And the president is respected. The president gives the order and they go. I come with that discipline, sir. As your vice president, I am your servant, your humble servant. If in the morning tomorrow you call upon me, say, Victor Fo, my vice president, because of XYZ, or without giving reasons, please resign this position. I promise all of you, but more the president, I will resign, sir. And even in my resignation, I will remain a committed member of the All People's Congress. I think I have demonstrated that sufficiently enough. Through thick and thin, I never ever wavered. And now, our party is in governance. I can only submit myself to serve this party. My appeal to all Sierra Leoneans is to help President Ernest Kuruma in his fight against Ebola and to help President Ernest Kuruma to develop our nation further. Our party is on record to be a party that develops this country. The roads are there to see, the bridges are there, the stadium is there to see. It's on record that our party is development oriented. So I appeal to all Sierra Leoneans. This is not time for politics. It's a distraction. Let us fight Ebola and put it out of this country and take our development agenda forward. So, Mr. President, sir, you see, I am man not of many words. So I would like to end. I don't want to keep my president waiting. You see, but I'm so happy, yet I will always humble myself to say thank you, sir, Mr. President, and thank you, the All People's Congress. This appointment is not for Victor Fo, it is for you, the party. The All People's Congress is a party that appreciates service, that appreciates loyalty and devotion to what the party wants. And the All People's Congress does not believe in tribalism. The All People's Congress believes in national cohesion. Here I speak to you as your vice president today. I am coming from Jimmy Bagbo in the Bull district. I am a full-blown Mende man. And here I am enjoying the number 2 slot in this party of national cohesion. This is a demonstration to all other political parties When you work for the All People's Congress, they have their payback time. We are a mass party. We have huge membership. We are in governance. I am sure not everybody has earned his or her pay, but please be patient and continue to be loyal and give your best of service to the president and this party, the All People's Congress. So once I go to my seat, I promise the president again that I will serve him and I will attempt and serve him, and I hope Allah will help me succeed to serve you like S.I. Kuruma served President Shaka Stevens. That even when he was leaving, he said, yes, S.I., go and nominate Momo. He said, yes, sir. And he went and nominated Momo. That is how a vice president should be. The vice president should not put up argument with his boss, the president. Who am I? Out of this huge number in the party, I am selected by the president to serve him as number 2. And to all of you very senior party members, I say thank you for helping the president to choose me to serve you. I am your servant. I am not your boss. And I am your comrade and nothing else. And to the Muslims again, before I take my seat, please, the doors are open. In fact, I'm going to get into the Muslim community countrywide. I am already in it. Ask the southern region what I am doing for the mosque. Ask them. My wife equally comes from a Muslim background. We are there. So, President, sir, thank you again, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. I promise I will not let you down. I will ever serve you. I will ever be loyal. And to the party, don't doubt. It's the same Victor Fu. I am yours. No change.
The President, Dr. Ernest Baikuma, W Section 54.
Famolo na kushe no na hadu. We are don't come back today for can't talk about things where they happen. Now we on sweet chat. Salo, naina we whoa. Let we left for do them bad things. Them we they feel am salo, naina we whoa. We are. And if we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean bad, oh, we just want to make we had go before. If we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean bad, oh, we just want to make we had go before. Family unakushe again inside this one big family house and unakabo wiki. Always they tell us say this not the house where we all sit down and decide for call we yada. And of course I always tell you say when you get your family members them now also you go outside in the morning. When you return, you as a responsible head of family, you fork with something at the table for make una come share that small thing where you come with your family members them. Because of that one day now you make this house take the venture for they bring issues them na the table where we all they come discuss so we able to understand the good, the bad and the ugly. Well, as far as me concerned, this particular government we don't observe say the bad and the ugly don't overcome the good long time ago before this time we talk show. Because of that one day, we get a very important issues them today we come discuss inside the basket. But before that one day, please, as you come inside the family house, not forget to hit the like button for you because we find out say all those days we family members them they come for what the show, but I don't know if not forget, they can forget. On the show, you don't take them. We then can forget the like button and another one no more we self can do for we save them to say yes, we appreciate what they do. So please, as you come inside today, we no need for they remind you as we talk right now. We get 261. We want the program now only 78 on like we can want let the likes they go with the followers them, you know, with people who can listen, the viewers them. So please. As you don't come inside now, let me go. Thank you. The number don't go up. Please, let me go. And also the 100K, we still the chase them. Now we did 73,109 family members. Them continue for share the program, continue for tell that your family member
But we had, because I tell you, say, election time they come, not allow your family member for the call your phone and they ask you, waiting, we had cow today. So because of that one day, send the link to Ram and encourage them for come inside. I left the rest for me brother, make it tell you now, waiting day inside the baskets today.
APC don't say the ID card are not the of standard, and because of that, and they call on the ECSL for do painting quick one, or else then go do nationwide demonstration. Well, ECSL don't come and don't respond to them and tell them say, well, we still the work on certain things them for make sure say things are in place, and say this ID card one are not trust now not don't use for do presidential nomination. So why not decry the ID card now? We go as well look inside the issue of we sister we they go do operation tomorrow by the grace of God Almighty Allah and through Jesus Christ Lord and Savior as the Muslim and the Christian then can put them. So we all they ask that one member in a prayer for let them go able for let them go. For later, get a successful, operation. As we all don't put money, we just pray that we all go on and get something very, very well. Well, these and other things and then for inside the program. Of course, 10 minutes with the mayor go there for inside the program today. For later, you hear about different things that we get to do with the mayor of the Freetown City Council. But before we go any further, we come see how best we can, talk to his sister. We na Umu, we don't the it don't ready already. For let we see what's in the happen. So for let we all hear waiting at the plans, waiting they don't put in place or waiting at the things so far. We don't go tell them na hospital. We go so far listen to quick one. For let we all hear from and remember say this woman they on veg and then this there so we don't run against shots because we want to make sure say we put the money for in treatment and we don't run shots of in veg money that we make then this there actually they try on in own forget certain things then. Umu, good evening and welcome to Weird.
Okay, Weird, how are you doing?
Tell God thank you, how you safe?
Thank God so.
Okay, you don't go to hospital, you don't go pay. What's not the latest?
Well, I don't go pay the 12 admit. They try to do the skin grafting. I got in power.
So when you go to hospital, what did the doctor tell you?
Well, the doctor say I have go admit tomorrow. Then, because the only thing he see me blood low. But if I admit tomorrow, then they try to do the skin grafting. I got in power.
So when you blood low, what did you say for do?
Well, maximum blood flow.
Okay, and you don't begin to take them, right?
Yeah, I don't begin to take them.
How many days you don't begin to take them now?
I think yesterday.
Okay. So we pray that you go through this one successfully. So as you plan for go tomorrow, how you feel about that?
Well, I feel so happy. I tell God thank you. I tell Una say plenty thank you. I tell all the WEAD team, all the one way they support. May God bless them. I don't try for save life, so I don't need prayer for me now. May God make me be successful. And let me say get me help now by the grace of God. So I really appreciate you. I appreciate a lot. Anybody who contribute in finance, anybody who in a prayer, anybody who want giving or get, I appreciate everybody. They appreciate the WEAD team and all man. I tell you thank you. And they really try for me. God bless you. So I need more in a prayer. May God make the procedure become successful.
All right. So how long then say you will take under the procedure? I mean, like the skin graft in the cut and paste. How much hour then say when I go last param?
Well, how many hours? The only thing the doctor say if I go in theater like that day and the other day, I will able for the talk my phone because they have to put me in anesthesia for me then go do the process.
So if I avoid phone, you mean?
Yes, like tomorrow, so if they do, I'm not able to talk. But when I get my phone, I on my phone.
So where you mama no say you go tomorrow? Oh my god. Waiting at the smiles or waiting at the face where he give you.
No, even happy for me, do for me.
No, waiting at me, waiting at the face where you mama don't finally know say you go inside tomorrow for go do you procedure. Waiting at the face where he give you. It's serious, it smile, it waiting. How the face be look like?
Happy, it be happy so much because it's what is we dey expect it not happen because we all be expecting this public for quarter. May God make una intervene. We do quick treatment and routine medication them. God make an easy say we know the quarter again. So we tell plenty thank you to God. Really appreciate you. We happy so much. Live.
All right, we want for tell you plenty thank you, and we want for wish you as well. Allah in protection as you go into the procedure, okay?
So that if I tell you plenty thank you. And we are not God give me the reward. May Allah make it easy for me all. Really try for me.
All right. Thank you very much. How much o'clock you to go tomorrow for your procedure?
Tomorrow for what I'm morning in the morning. So let's say by 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we are linked to one keke chata. Okay, we will let by 7 by God in power.
Then say you for it or not?
No, I'm not for it. I'm not supposed to eat anything.
Oh.
And from today, from 12 o'clock, I eat nothing again.
Okay. Good luck, yeah?
Okay, thank you. God
We hope
bless
to
you.
talk to you back very, very strongly after your procedure.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Thank you very much. Good night, good luck, and all the best.
No, thank you. God bless myself too.
All right. So let God a blessing there on you
let
too.
God protect you.
Amen. Amen. Okay.
Inshallah.
Alright, thank you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Good night, yeah.
Okay, good night, Rad.
All right. Ina Umu.
Well, we family members in Doyeri, we sister, small happiness, small sadness, when someone they go to theater, you're happy because you don't get the chance and the finance for go inside theater where you be the struggle for, and as well, you'll be sad because na theater you dey go. So we sister we all prayers, and as well, we still need the support as we dey talk, waiting we sister they eat. Na money. We all know when I say vegetable na salon. You no go believe the kind of money where you dey pull for buy them food them day. So there we still ask one of our family members them. Whatever little thing you get, now we just continue for see how we dey able pull with sister and this stress, how we dey able pull with sister and this kind sickness we edipa. We don't try. We really don't try. And it's good when you start something, you don't you see the person the way it's supposed for day, instead of calm. At least you say you act. This person. After God, now we saw. That one day alone, God again they bring something where you not expect. Now you side and your family. So we pray. We already try for save. We already try for give Lily and Natty. May God replace more. And may God give you the heart for do more. We will want to do where God not get a chance it. May God open we ways them. So next time, if we not meet up, so we sister, the other person we will try for saving life, we will meet up. But yet still, couple, we still need them for see how we sister the able get in food, and how we able see we sister how we all want for see na this family house. We tell now thank you, and let we continue for pray and support we sister.
We go to the program and we see one video where they make some noise on the social media with some woman them where they call themselves widows. Then the woman the widow lost their husband them. Well, then be say they get a lot of promises them, then get hope, and the hope don't capsize. So they come listen to this one because the desperation we are see from the woman they also really show how frustrated them be, or frustrating in terms of waiting them they expect and waiting then get at the end of the day. Promise a debt. That's what I say. Lord, listen to the woman there. I will come back just now.
Pong, Galina's paradise, beyond Stadium Yanda. We did a whole lot of things. What about now? All the talk away and talk here now. They're not talking nothing, but we do it. Look the polo there. Look the polo there. We go there and say 6 of
As you can see, these are the small acts of we neighbor them where they gather videos them where they say that they help, but then gather them video there and waka with them without no benefit, and they all can declare today for APC and for Cherry Cocoa. As you see, then they show you them, follow them. Now people in this way don't can declare today for Cherry Cocoa and don't can declare for the APC party. So as you see, they blow their mind them, then take money that people they earn, say they want open account for them, for videos them where the neighboring party they do. But they don't can declare today for Dr. Samara Matthew Wilson Kamara and the APC party, and then are the active group of Team Cherry Cocoa. As you see, these are all videos, they are all eligible people. So this now on mommy them way they take care of their picky them, where they take care of their picky them. The SYLVIA party go ahead and live for them, say they bring help for them. But they like it today, they don't can declare and they don't can denounce their votes for the All People's Congress, and they don't declare their support for Chagno and Madame Majuba, where we call Cherry Cocoa. As you see, these are active women them way they all most of them are widows, most of them are women.
Cherry Cocoa.
But talk and carry selection me against.
Madabi,
Not to Madabi.
we vote for you today. We dance for
You know one thing. You know one thing me not like about declaration or declaration. Me declaration or the shake.
I confused me, brother.
Declaration or the the shake me at all.
Especially salon declaration.
Because sometimes then they really supposed to not declare, but when it comes to the voting, you see the voting. You know, we see. Okay, let's tell you something. I think Jenny votes good day for Uda not in a power, but Uda in a power and Uda get money. Jenny votes not in the
No.
Because that's what we see for APC in 2018, for Solomon Bewa in 2007. You know, a lot of people then declare for Solomon Bewa. Then declare. What's happened?
I enjoy that particular word, declare.
Not for fun. Then declare, say, Solomon Bewa, from morning to evening 10.
Then get full up.
From morning to evening 10, then just declare. Hey, God. Hey, declaration, they shake me. Okay, then the outside and say, there's not Bo, they don't declare for Samuel Kamara. Then, the one who connect, I don't declare for Madabio.
So you wanted Mrs. on declaration and I also.
But the people in the sense don't tell you. I don't witness one day. Okay, I don't. Okay, let's say you waiting at the thing. So man, they even go to the point and take party card all.
Wait. You know, they are fake.
You know, say nothing because and I'll tell you something. When you deprive the people, they only look for one opportunity for get back something from you.
That's right.
Because when you then no say we don't suffer for this long, you not serious with we. Then now election don't they really no say now the vote you want from we. So we get only one thing for go near to the resources. Now for coming Allah, hey, me na this. I don't declare for them. Then the campaign, and then they pull post in Poloso. They put some gun there, light fire, and mass jumper. But inside hat now that Polo in any day.
Salon politics is confused.
No, not for the salon politics. Okay, now the thing is now life. The politicians then, now those that they elect, and then some of them elect hype. For example, Marabi right now, then just the hype am. In as much as inside heart, you know rest. Because if you get sense, they don't see all of the example they talk about so. The crowd will come up for APC 2007 and 2018.
Not trying, sir.
The crowd will come up for SLPP 2007. Solomon Bewa. And he reached them now, they begin sing Paripa now. 10,000 one polo, 10,000. You get out of the singer now. You know? So, I only the wait for something. If I know you read the ending bouts, I know rest. Like way Jagaban said the only thing we want right now for winning are the only way they make you happy. So I the only wait for see what the results will come out with.
Well, my brother, they remind you of our way you begin to talk to they challenge you. Say you don't get confidence in it until
The results
come out. I mean, they challenge you, but if you think for me, long time ago, I don't enter inside Michelle because you they see the politics they go, it's scary. Hey, my brother.
Recently, you know, we sit down now to discuss. Somebody tell we something. Tell we say the way how the results they end, the one way they announce it is shock.
But that all day is sick me one part.
It is shock
But
because
think of the people without all day.
yes, it is shock because you know they expect say that results they come. You know, even though in as much as you see but you know they expect say the results to come. So when it hear the results, you know they even believe say that in they don't announce they don't win. It is shock.
Yeah.
So I put sand in a record
Oh yes.
and I dey wait for see what
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
We wait for see what they happen.
I got you clear.
So this election, yeah. You see, as I see mayor, I remember election get game, you get teeth. Anyway, I don't know waste time. Let's just go quick one. So the mayor Christian Cabo.
Christian, good evening.
How they go?
Hectic day. I just come on our constituency 114. We work for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Dong Pamaronko, Bosomoku, Old Waf. Day we come up Calabatong. Then we go meeting na Summer Street. But it's always good for this. We residents them, to talk to people them, for city walk. We see the huge gutter we put in the Melon Street. We see the side. We meet the woman then where we support with urban farming. Yeah, I think the best thing that's about them Wakanaya for actually just reconnect with what we don't do over the period of the administration. But yes, I'm getting my steps in.
So how you don't see the reception? We just talk about watermelon politics now. So declaration and other things. How you don't see the genuinity of the people?
Well, I think it's where you meet person in a neighborhood, meet in a compound, meet in a house. I mean, first of all, the excitement say mayor actually don't count na me community. And I can get reminded and say, not the first time this, so remember, I've been carrying out where this happened. But to me, really genuine. And we get a lot of conversations because even when the youth man then he tell me, say, hey, where they left? They tell them, say, no, me not the give fish, me I the land you for fish. The person can give you 50,000 and polo today. Waiting that's coming for you tomorrow. That's it. I say, hold me to account. Are they have for telling that wait I don't do? We get with flyers them, we give them out, and we engage in conversation. You know, for me, for being politics, enough about serving. Now forget a platform where enable me for influence policies, influence implementation, and deliver for the people. So me engagement now really at the level of whose difference we don't make. We know the constraints, you know, and one thing I'm glad for is that Freetonians, they're not stupid, they're not fool, they're not blind. You know, I see some family they're older than is they make excuse, yeah, no, they make excuse. No. The good thing about this last 5 years is always it happened to me. It played out on TV, social media, radio, you know, the what they call the parliamentary summons and the process was all showed live on TV. It was all showed on AYV. So no for anybody who can say there not be no people they know and they see. So then totally understand. Say,
you know, that just show you how organized you be in terms of recording, putting together you things them we go show back, say yes, this is not the thing that I've done. But I want to ask you two questions. Yeah. I want follow we talk, this all way they talk, you time not start yet. I want to talk about one person where be one for contest against you and now don't go support you. But before we touch on that one day, that na Arun Zubairu. But before we touch on Arun, let me go quickly. I find out say you no like for talk about your opponent, but your opponent like for talk about you a lot. I can remember one time na Atuga mini stadium, they even call you Emanuela, when then they try for, caricature you to the people. Them. But you not like for talk about anybody as the opponent. Rather, you still focus on the issues. Then why?
Well, because I care for the issues, because I'm driven by the issues. Where I work in the slums today, I did show my deputy mayor Kwekulisk. I did say to him, it was really striking, and I something that we make notice. I don't know how many other people I noticed, but I noticed the number of people who are blind that our community then get river blindness. It really, really prevalent where you walk along that coast. I think say I must engage 12 to maybe 16 people them. They either blind in one eye or both eyes. Then I one thing. The other thing I see that the increase in the waste deposit outside the urban farming today, we mean say people their livelihood will further lost. Then you see the erosion from the roots of the trees them don't exposed. So as Adiwaka, I say to Deputy Mayor say, we really get a big battle now we hands. But a battle way, I know say now by God in your grace and power, with a central government, we focused on protection of life, protection of the environment, not to lip service, because this government, the current one, don't talk about environment. Even yesterday, I did some side when they talk about green jobs, and the thing say green jobs where when anything we green to be destroyed. Yesterday, a lady called Jenny and a gentleman called Tito will fight for Black Johnson Beach. They were arrested. So coming back to your question, I dare have to make a difference. I choose for come into the political space for impact lives positively. Not to me focus for talk about other person, because I believe it's the way I stand for getting your own strength. For talk about person. Today, the love for let people then rush for can't hug you, young women in the talk say, I want to snap with you, you're not my mentor, I don't cut me here, now this red lipstick me everywhere now, I just want for do it you do. And wait till you do constantly now for points to actions for improve the lives of Freetonians, the lives of Sierra Leoneans. So yeah, I think that's why, and I don't get time for talk about that person.
So
obviously I go with make the policies where I disagree with, because that's important.
So let's get this right from you, Mio. You only they talk about people. You only they talk about things we're not relevant because you not get idea of what you focus or what you want to do.
Missed the question, the line cut.
Okay, normally I talk about generally anybody where they focus on talking about other people, or they talk about things we not even matter to waiting the real issue be. That means they not get idea of what you want to do.
Well, you can. I mean that premise way viable, way feasible. I think different reasons and they for talk about people. From waiting me see. Sometimes in some cases, posting it for talk about a person in order to be relevant, because nothing already gone on their own side. Then in other cases, like waiting I see it happen to me quite a lot, is that you get a situation where person wants try for give a different narrative you know, effectively smear your reputation. How for do that? The only way they go do because you know they do and yourself, now for talking them about you. Because then they think, say, Motaman go say, smoke with that fire. If they talk enough times, mud sticks. Some mud go stick. That now a very focused strategy. And it's not unique to me situation. We don't see that happen with other people in other places, in other countries. Person just decides, say, no, this one. I mean, I remember Obama, you know, the same way they go on and on about Usai born and say, you know, a note to America, they want to see birth certificate. All that kind of thing there for playing up people in mind, you know. Calling me Manuela. I heard him for the first time a few weeks ago. And I began to ask, who then I'm Emanuela? Like, where's that name from? So they tell me saying a comedian, a Nigerian comedian, a young lady. Well, kudos to Emanuela being so famous that a name to be used in other contexts. Well done, you young lady. But as for me, the name's Yvonne Ecsl.
Okay, so let me touch on other thing then before we can go to Usa. We been stopped the other day. We see Arun Zubairu where be one for contest against you, don't join you. You know, Asiam, you go na in community. You say, you know, the area they will say it be there. You say people in commode. For example, I say I think I can kill say. You know, it be actually the talk to people.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry, I lost the line.
Okay, so okay, waiting I basically they say, Arun, you get me now?
Lost you. I miss what you say. Okay, I get you.
All right. Arun Zubairu will be actually one for contest against you at some point. Now, because of waiting, he don't see. Now I see it. They go head to head with you. They support you. They explain to people about why they need forget you and why instant, you know, come out now the race totally. You know. So how you feel about a person like this? For actually they step in your shoe now. They talk about things that way you don't achieve.
Well, we've been there together as well today. You know, it just don't waka that same journey with me self waka. And it's been really, really encouraging. I'm really honored, you know, for like no, it's not just him, not he anywhere.
Oh.
Then he go foot to foot with me and Kweku. And literally we are spending hours. We spend hours. The waka, it's not easy. Just not I would love say, you know, who needs the gym with this kind of a routine? And I mean, it's an honor to have him not just, you know, give up the race.
The program where you watch it now we are on YouTube and on Facebook. We get a mail. We actually the internet to make we not able for.
I don't decide for throw me support to Akisoya, but for now, say if like can reach out to me, say I did come on the ground.
All right, we still get issue with the connection. We still get issue with the connection. I hope we go to cover the internet connection just now. And then we can talk about very, very important when are the 5 more to do more. And then we move on to some other issues that were very much important as ECSL, you know, respond to APC. And same way so ECSL don't tell we, you know, how we get for be very much complicated for some people. Then we basically get for, you know, when they name them, we don't find out say they name them, we don't go for them other side. Maybe they get we?
Yeah, they get to that.
Okay, sorry. You've been actually try for talk about Arun. When the line.
Yeah, so I mean, it's only great with her and wife Fat Matter, you know. Then reach out to me for before them travel camp, sit in the camp, and then not just one for talk, but say they don't put down the race or they don't come out to the race, but want for waka with me and really truly you don't do that all everywhere foot to foot. He makes sure say anytime we go, instead of talk, instead of glad for he get a platform for talk. So it's been great. It's been really good. And I want to give him a big shout out and say You know, this is true collaboration in the spirit of national cohesion.
Yeah, and in the absence, then send away not being the car. We don't play in video them, play you video them for make sure say we're actually waiting. But now we'll talk about we've been stopped the other day in terms of the informal settlements them. Yes, and 5 more to do more. You actually don't begin work on things then. If you don't talk about the decentralization, how we had that problem. You don't talk about how voting Samoa Kama will help, you if you where you get for win the election for make sure say you do very, very well because you say Samoa Kama very much passionate about decentralization and how we will give free hand to the council them for let them do their work them. Yes, so let me continue this urban informal settlement where you've been to talk about.
Yeah. So, like the side where I go today, most of them are informal settlement, and I'm going to explain to you about the issues with Dotty. A lot of banking, 90 create more, but you get the informality, waiting to making informal, lack of drainage, poor housing, lack of light, basically. They call it slum. They call it slum because they're waiting to demand the conjure up. Slum Dwellers Association then gets a saying, don't take the people out of the slum, take the slum out of the people. Yeah. And it's possible for do that. It's possible for do that by improving the living conditions. But we also need to stop the growth. We need to stop the growth of the informal sector.
Oh God, the internet today. All right, we want to sorry, the internet actually did disturb for let we actually talk about
if you
the issues.
Go now. You go see Sekbe one.
Mayor, I'm sorry, but the people not get to see this. The internet actually hold you.
The mountain, not the area.
The internet look bad. You get me now?
Back again tomorrow? Yes, I did get you.
You did get me?
I did get you. Yes.
Yes. Okay, let me continue. Let me make one more try.
Go straight into this. Okay. All right. So I just want to explain, say. The slums then increase because the population increased, but also because of the illegal actions. And along like the Aberdeen Creek, so we get it from a reliable source. Say now government officials, the forest guards or forest rangers, and don't forget to call themselves, staff from NPAA, members of parliament of the other side, when then did Aberdeen. Now they effectively sell water and allow people for bank. Now so in some of informal settlements that they grow, now you get me?
Yes.
Hear me? On the mountains, then he bank. The person the bank mountain how? Then he backfill. And backfill. Cut and backfill. All of this really dangerous. So wait till we don't do. We create pilots for how to address this problem in a sustainable and long-term way. The first one, we call it transforming lives.
Okay. Mayor, as you talk about that, and I see a particular video where I go on for play, let people and say exactly what you talk about. Twice you go on. This one, sorry, the same thing. Sorry, when it comes to the previous one. And let we just see this video with people and they talk about.
Nobody is allowed to live like this. Nobody. It's unacceptable. So, I will give you guys a direction of exactly where this location is. Ededong Banana Water. Namoritong. Okay? So, whoever is in charge, you guys need to come down here and see for yourself what's happening. We need to take action. The mayor, they preach this every day. It's not as if we're not saying what's happening. but we choose for the ignore all of them things here, so they affect we, you know, cutting down trees, to reducing our street, to reducing our gutter, not taking care of our environment. We dey sick every day with typhoid and malaria. Yes, with the tide candle, it's fine. But when the tide comes up, or when it rains, like it does rain here, then obviously there's going to be catastrophe and lives are going to be lost. And then we repeat this again every year. When is it going to stop? This is sad.
Okay, Mayor.
Yes.
So this person be actually the point to let we see what thing happen at Banana Water. And they be tell we about. And that's not be how people in the bank do water exactly. I be just while people them see exactly what you try to talk about. Continue.
Even some silent Kanike, for them one they will know that area there, between Kanike and Kisi ferry terminal. Now been big water. Where I go there late last year, the distance of the water so small now. But I don't bank come inside.
You don't tell like gutter now.
One lady. Exactly. Then it tell me they call the it just unbelievable. Say so much can be destroyed in such short space. As I'm going to explain, we get 3 projects where we don't do work on for a number of years. And then that's something very important. Nothing like dealing with 350,000 people when at the population of informal settlements can be done overnight. Work get for be done, deep work get for be done for understand the communities, for look at alternatives, for identify USAI relocation necessary, USAI upgrade possible. Town and Kokube, now the subject of a Transforming Lives project. We don't do soil studies. We don't do surveys of the community. We don't do planning with the community of how, and maybe next time I can maybe try and share the screen so that I can see how we don't plan the community in terms of an understanding of, okay, the soil naya in totally, this is a pure dirty. You don't get to build anything naya. Then one zone, the next zone, okay, this is not too bad, but you're not able to put, heavy weights, so now one flat kind of thing. The next zone is like, okay, this is solid land. We can actually invest here. And with the community, we don't design housing types. And we get funding, small funding, for beginning to do prototype homes. Fire been in Kokube recently. So that area outside the Ostenborn, now we want for use, for test the idea. This has taken us 2 years. Because for fund money for do this not easy. You get for fund outside of the country, first of all. And I really want to appreciate CRS for being a real partner with us in this vision. Then we get World Bank funding for 3 communities in the East, Moiba, Coconut Farm, which were Cooper. That one day, the consultants and they in country already, right? And WhatsApp, the connection don't go back. I see Bible already shaking it. Okay.
Yes, I mean they get some problem, but you already get you.
Drainage, increased drainage improvements. So that the planning they on. But one day we physically, the last one, where we will get funding from UNOPS for Japanese government implemented by UNOPS. That one they said they on now. I even talked to the team today. Again, you take the slum out of the people. In Susan's Bay community, after the fire, the ideal thing we were able to do, because 7,500 people were homeless. That whole place was razed. That's not been a moment for let we redesign that area. The Office of the Chief Minister saying that for lead. Eventually nothing happened. But we able to get this funding now. We're not going to do something on that scale, but we're still able to make significant inroads into improving the living conditions, not housing, because they allow people then for just build back, whereas we want for let them build back better. But what we don't able to do, we don't able to put extended drainage, 6 public toilets, 6 water tanks, you know, big ones are elevated, and 77 solar lights. But the one way I'm most excited about, and what I look forward, because the team is in country next week, what I look forward for, go and do a recording so you guys can see for yourselves now how we don't address the issue of sanitation and lights. I remember when this planning of this project may go on, the UNOPS team, when they talk about to put a retaining wall along the side, along the length of the coast, for let people not continue for bank. Now say it's never gonna work. First of all, you know, the kind of engineering you need, because now it's the ocean, right? The amount of money we could just lose, you just literally sink in the sea, compared to the benefits, because people just go over it. We don't see them. They can call on last banking. The last banking, they inside, because they continue for the bank. But what we really need for let we able for stop that expanding of the slums. Now for let we get a strong government will and the devolution of building permits. So what do we do instead? We decide, I suggest, we out and we walk and we do one now. The machine is now in country. I actually have a phone, picture of it on my phone. The same biodigester way the Aberdeen has now been installed in Hagan Street markets. So the organic dirty from the markets day, and also from the Susan's Bay itself will now be converted into the market for the Susan's Bay community. Then a life changer. At least you talk about removing the slum from the people and not the people from the slum. But so much more need for be done. You can never succeed in this without the strong collaboration of central government, because we need alternative housing. You know, we get a commitment for build 5,000 homes and low affordable homes, and we can do them. Usai we get collaboration. Not usai we get fed. So if you ask me, what we don't do and what I see possible as we move forward, what we don't do in Susan's Bay, what we don't do in Coco Bay, in terms of the planning, all of this can be scaled and repeated in other communities make that difference. Okay. And we go need relocation. We agree with Cashon at Rural for land. And we able for attract investors for develop that land, but you can't do it without central government collaboration. Okay. And unfortunately, when it comes to this, we don't get on. But 5 more to do more after the 24th of June. And I want to no naysayers. Now, Dr. Samara Kamara, they come into office and wait till we don't be the work on, we go able to fully implement by God in power.
All right. Thank you very much for joining me inside, even though at some point we will get some small hiccup with the connection, but we able to get the message where you want for pass to we, and we want to thank you very much for joining me today inside the program. Thank you very much. And as you go on with your 5 more to do more campaign, hashtag transform Freetown. Yes, we wish you all the best, and yes, we wish you one green thing about that now. Victory.
Plus.
Thank you. Good night. God bless everybody.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye.
Me famu them. Una don yeri. The Africa Caribbean Festival don't do a bako. This time, they get the festival only package when a $72 deposit no more. Yes, $72. Yes, $72. And you will meet up for the party 6 days ladida from December 28, 2023 so January 2nd, 2024.
The experience in Africa is a completely different experience that you will never get anywhere else besides in Africa. And especially with the Afro-Caribbean Festival, it's also uniting not only African culture, but Caribbean culture as well. So you get to be immersed in both cultures and get to see outside of your worldview, and it just offers you a new perspective. So yes, I would recommend it.
I had a wonderful experience. It was so much fun, great memories, great food, great people, nothing but vibes. And I am a carnival junkie, and I would definitely say that this was one of the top carnivals I've attended. I would say you have to go and experience it, because us just telling you about this or you seeing pictures about it doesn't really do it justice, because it's like just being out there with the locals and just like experiencing the cuisine, just like talking to them and like seeing how they live versus how we live. You know, it's just that like somebody said, like we immersed all the culture together.
All you need for do now for go na dem website when na www.africaribbeanfestival.com. Scroll down and select the cotton tree package when na the festival only package. Scroll down and see all what's in there on this package, then pick between 3 and 8 months. If you pick the 8-month plan, click add to cart, then you go see say na just $72 deposit no more you need for put down. After that, click proceed to check. When a day you go put all your information and agree to all the terms and conditions. Then select your payment type. Nine also. You just sit down now and wait for the festival Ladida this December. Back up, we move.
Well, with family members, then we just don't talk to the mayor. Well, of course, we don't decide for the call on the mayor, and now it's still the contest as all right, family members, we very sorry about that. I'll be just to tell you, say we just don't talk to the mayor and the mayor again. You know what I mean? The mayor, where they say, well, he don't come on a council and he won't forbid the mayor again. We don't get to the message where he come and give it as a day by in different tour for go and talk to in people for vote in back. Just after that, we play you the Afro-Caribbean show. We get for take place inside Mama Salon from the 28th December to January. Well, we encourage everybody for go rub skin inside our show day, because some of them show they mean a lot now in country. For make you see different people and they come out now different countries them for come now you in country for can enjoy. Yourself when they meet, you get for prepare and rub skin with them.
Okay, so sister admin say just not then go say me na APC. They don't tell we that day before, but apart from that day, me and our clients, we not to interview. Na a sponsored slot. So now we clients, so we just get for, you know, wish all the best. What's impossible expect. You the play two sides to get money. Anybody where they work right now, all of them, they from the caretaker to all the one they we employ, they all not of us say then they glad to tweeting they happy with them, but then they blow it on because.
Are the boss?
Yes, 90 period.
90 period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
So if me wish the mayor victory, mama, they are big. They're going money sweet soon.
No, but what people they need for no, even caretaker be where they do embed them so can't pay for certain things they have for talk. What he pay for? Would they discuss it?
Yes.
Inside it. Mm-hmm. Would they forget about in bad way they do, not to income for, but what he can pay for, see now this I pay for can't talk, we they get any jazzy talk. As
after we don't talk, the way don't go.
We don't go now.
We do
we eat back.
Money sweet money sweet money. If you not get, make you not, you know.
Because you not get time. God time is the best. Opportunity come but once. Yeah, in this world.
Happy. Money sweet water. Anyway, let's go inside another issue. Quick one. We can play for you one video with ECSL. But before that one, let me just get this from the I call them Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone then do a publication this evening time where they say 2023 election ECSL respond to APC allegations on voter ID card printing. So this now basically what they get for say. They say the Electoral Commission Salon, they say currently then they investigate allegation where the All People's Congress make where All People's Congress are the main opposition party where they make regarding the quality of voter ID card for the election where they come, we just they corner, we demote them. Then say where they respond to the allegation, the director for public education, now the ECSL, we name Albert Kane, he assured the public say the allegation where the opposition make not true, and then the commission presently they prepare for conduct the election on the date where they don't give and the time. So Kane same way so say the ECSL don't contact the service provider, the one them way actually make them card there so for make them address the concern them about the printing and the kind security feature them where the voter ID card get. Then continue for say can continue for press on the point say the new ID card, then they of the highest quality.
Continue.
Okay. Then he continue for stress. He say this ID card we don't make so right, it is of the highest quality, and he get all the latest security features them. Like cheap, we go prevent for letting all reprint that particular ID card there and all. He say we so say the service provider them don't agree for reprint over 13,000 card them. I think now 16,000 to 13,000. Card them where they this are the one where they misplace on information and address other issues them, and the other issues that will come up from the political party them on the voter ID card. They say despite Kane same way so continue for assure the national secretary general for the APC winner Lansana Doumbouya say in threat no go all in threat for all peaceful protest if the ECSL fail for properly address the latest concern. The ECS it continue for assure them say they go handle it. They say the ECSL general administration go same way so meet and discuss the issue them where the APC raise, and they go release the full statement on this particular issue we then talk about. So as we don't read this one from Sierra Leone, let me talk quickly to the issue of I call them the AYV as they touch on this issue quickly. Come back just now.
If you say the cards are not authentic, and then we roll out the platform and we ask all the political parties to use that platform to do their candidate nomination for all the elections. And I believe the All People's Congress did their online nomination for presidential, and it was live at our head office, where we actually did the confirmation by just keying the voter ID of all the candidates. We could see their information popping up, and then it was at that same venue that we actually approved for the Chief Electoral Commissioner. What I'm trying to make here is, are those numbers being like fictitious number or coming from anywhere? It would not allow them to actually go through the process. And the system was also built using our main system. That was the back end. So if you key in voter ID that are not within our system, the system will definitely flag those voters and say, no, this is not part of our system. So that's just tell you, if you are able to go through the nomination process for the presidential using the ID card, they did the same thing for parliamentary. You're able to fill all the seats across all districts using this one ID card. And that process has also ended. We have submitted a report to the commission for all the categories of the nomination process. And then coming back to say the card is not authentic, it would have been a room for them to have just used any kind of number to have actually done the nomination process. But that did not happen. They had to rely on our voter ID card, which was issued to them, to actually go through the nomination process. That just says that what we have out there as voter registration card is authentic, and it is acceptable within our electoral cycle for this year. That's why if you attempt to key in other, like the one we used for the 2012 or 2018, it definitely be flawed by our system because it's no longer part of our system. And that's one meeting why we actually decided to move away from the old voter ID. Some people are raising concern, oh, now we are seeing new voter ID. We say yes, we have never used one voter ID number for 2 electoral circles because we know Sierra Leoneans. During the registration process, people are also arrested. We have a very good number of them, 400. What they did was, the last ID card, they just remove the slip and then take your number, insert it, and then do a printout of that. So they use those ones to go out doing the registration exercise. So when they key in those fake ID numbers, you will see it is actually Mr. Fatoma's ID, which was, taken by somebody else. So when you key in into our system, you see instead of Fatoma's face coming up, you see Fibia. So we arrested most of them and we were handed over to police. So that's how we authenticate our voter ID number. So what we have for this circle is authentic, and if you want to try it, you can try, but definitely the system will catch you.
The voter ID cards, people use them not only, well, for the ECSL mainly, it's for voting. But for the citizens, it's beyond just election day. People use them for all sorts of transactions that requires forms of identification. But the quality of some of the voter ID cards would sort of perhaps prohibit people from using it, especially those people who their images are not clear. It's going to be a challenge. And ECSL, of course, did pay for the voter ID cards. And this is far below the quality of the cards that the ECSL was expecting. What has the ECSL done for the team that was hired to do the printing of the cards? The service delivery is not where it's supposed to be.
In terms of, talking about the quality of the cards were printed based on the specification that's actually given to the vendor.
That it should be in black and white?
No, I'm coming. The photos, we had issue with the photos that was given to the vendor. We have to make this clear. If you look at the entire card, the back of the card is all colored. The front of the card is colored, except for the portion where we had the photo. So it was the photo that was actually sent. You know, during the voter registration process, we had what we call in our system, if you have images are things that are difficult to actually manage. So we had the original images in the system, and then when you have them, we are talking about over.
So if you're saying it's not the fault of the printers, where did the error come from?
Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make
white?
now. So during the registration exercise, we had a database over 200 gig. Okay, and then if you want to deploy that database on a simple laptop, which was used in the field, it's going to take you more time. So what we did at the back end was to how do we actually downsize the image. So we converted those images to thumbnail. Thumbnail is a smaller, when you convert the image to thumbnail, it makes it
so from
smaller
that point you kill the quality.
Lighter. So it was able to process people easily. So what happened during the extraction, of the roll for the cards printing, those are the photos that are actually sent to the vendor.
The reduced quality.
Yeah, very good.
But the reduced quality may reduce the the pixels, but the color, to change it from a colored photo to black and white.
Whenever you have photos and then you want to have them reduced, okay, we normally convert them to what we call thumbnail. That's a grayscale image, just to have the size manageable. So we had over 200, as I said, and then when we did that, our database came down to something like 40 gig, which was, we were able to actually upload on all the kits easily. But as you rightly said, for the ECSL, we are not defending the bad photos, but our cards are meant for identifying voters during the polls. That's where
let's come back to the photos quickly. So you're saying the error came from the ECSL. You sent black and white images to the printers. So it's not the fault of the printers, but the ECSL.
And so initially, what we did, we have gone back to the NCI. We have completed that process. We have got because the initial data was extracted from the NCI system that had our actual photos. And we have gone back to the ECSL. We have to the NCI. We have now got those photos. And before, it was just too late for me to pass to the office and get the current rule that we are producing. So on the day of the polls, you will see that we are going to have colored photos on the actual poll books and not the green one that you have on the ID cards.
All right, family members, them.
We're not a family members' business. So he says, "I guess well."
Our family members they will talk to.
No,
it's yes, our family members.
No, yeah, it's yes, I guess well, brother.
Like dog. They guess well like dog.
Then
African dog.
Then just they complicate themselves.
But the bad one, you know, Shemepi, one thing will lie. One thing will lie. You know the last. You know they even come up from here to here. You were the lie now they expose yourself. Just take note of caretaker bio. You know? Una they listen ECSL because it's not point at a particular person because one person at ECSL he represent the whole ECSL. Because when they choose them say can't talk. He represent the whole body. You be remember when this ID card issue been come up, see the print in order to standard.
And then take the combo and put them by the vendor, the one with the printer.
So now what you hear from this man?
Now they don't tell we say because of the space, the megabyte, the gig and waiting, and we get better space. Now then downsize them, then downscale them. Me no say whether they downsize, downscale, or the pixel, the quality. Now they reduce, not to the color they reduce, but then say no because of the space and other things them and get for converter. Change them to black and white. Then they send them. But so ECSL, if then the light power we pass small things there, why we for trust them for anything? The boss of all, Mohammed Honesty, don't say how them pay for colors, but then give them black and white. That is why you see some get black and white, some get color. We don't know outcomes. How you don't know outcomes? This guy don't can't tell we now say, bruh, now we send give the vendors them black and white, not to their fault. So why would I say when I contact the vendor? That is why up to this term, they never for camp. When the thing first happen, you see that they begin to turn we. Other than the vendor, they begin to turn. Other than the vendor, because the vendor will even sue them for that nasty work when they do so. Because now they give them.
And the funny part, you hear what Mohammed Konde say, the ID cards them they up to standard.
They say now the highest quality.
The highest quality. So Shemepe, this is very serious because if Mohammed Konde not able know waiting a quality, not able know waiting a standard, and I your boss what it work for.
If caretaker be upon all what they say, he get a very nice government. So what about Dan and be yourself the president? You say be you know to the quality important.
Now the information.
So I made them say then self the waiting and they talk about say the highest quality. They not basically talk about the black and white card or the kind flexible card. They basically talk about the security features. They will not be safe.
Yeah, because if they talk of security, we even see a provision waiting at the ID card for scan and get the further information.
The bottom line they say that scan they not for we the public. Now for them, now because you they not go allow it for going at the system.
No, but Chembe make I just cover this name. Make we not do free adverts. This. Now decide for scan.
That's it.
This now decide for scan. Now you can take your phone, you just scan this, you able to get something out of it.
Okay, so now you get two things.
You understand?
You get waiting and call. This one self can be different. You that scanning day basically. Okay, let me make them very simple.
Oh my goodness.
Let me make them simple. Now if you go behind to this phone,
exactly,
you'll see you get barcode now. Yeah, we're different from this one. This one where you get, this one are for the supermarket in your scan.
Yes.
Yeah, but you get barcode now, yeah. Where if you take this barcode now, you put something there, it will show you something.
Of course. You get information about the phone. You didn't know the phone is serial number.
No, but then tell we, you know, I don't know what enough for believe, but then tell we say they're not going to allow everybody for to go inside the system because people them information. For example, if you go find this ID card, then you begin go scan, you go see other things that we're not in the card, you're not supposed to say now security measures. Okay, let's say that's okay, that's cool. But the bottom line, I'm waiting me concerned about now. Then don't send black and white. Then they don't deny, they don't lie. But we say now the company now they don't give the alaki work, not knowing that now ECSL don't make the alaki work for we.
So that I just tell you, say when you come to the public for lie, you when they come lie inside the same circle, una can forget say una don't can lie. Other person they come na media back, if they forget what you una be don't talk before.
No.
Now in the episode.
So one thing about lie, yeah. If you don't see this cup, you say you not read this. You say na green or na black. Put on no more so. As you turn so they ask you, that cup just now is showing everything. It is in a red. You understand? Now the same with Victor Four always done the he don't tell me plain one from my heart. Nobody no force him.
No.
Say he allergic to green. But now, because of the first time for those ones, he say allergic to red. But now, when you go team up now public, it begin ally, don't ally. Waiting in the art. Now he come back. By the time he returns, it turns so. What did he say? No more green.
Hey, pa, I'm very
sorry,
sir.
I'm sorry. But now waiting in the half.
Of course.
Now waiting in the half.
Of course.
Because
but you know what you want. You talk something, Jishnom. This remind me back and the issue of the declaration we talk. Mother Bio is still excited because in all it concern, people that don't come for declare. You know they think because that what they alone. If Mother Bio and the one where they bear now, now sober-minded people, therefore don't know waiting a victor for emission. Move, go ahead, my brother.
You know waiting. People don't hear it too much. But one thing I want to touch on tomorrow, now the issue of them card them. You know, say waiting be happy with the card, where some people they name them fall now Kailon, Kenima, this and the way they register is Freetown. But they can't talk about that day. How ECSL really plan for deprive people them for vote. But in the meantime, let's just focus on the other thing. Let's try and see if we can go on the line and take a few calls, then quick one. And then we see how best we can move for discuss the issues them. Because ECSL, them parks were like dog.
Nasty.
Them parks were bad. So we know for
so nasty.
We don't for labor too much on that, you know, because
but you are all saying nasty, sir. Right now, oh, for the call, we say nasty. All things just
okay. So
nasty.
no, wait. Instead of use the word nasty, just say ECSL. Then for you.
Voila, we compare and get nasty song.
Not to just get, not to the song. ECSL because na the same like Victor Fon. If for you.
But the wait now, don't set the line. That's one.
No, that's who. No, not saying myself. Not saying call it. No give me bad name, so no picky color. We not call for call it. Not tell me so no picky color. Anyway, you already watch it now. We get 718, but we get 304. We don't like the program. Please not forget for like and share the program. You will not subscribe yet. We get 73,114. So please, you will not subscribe yet. Consider for do so now. And then like and share the program for we. Hey, people, that's one more. You know, Cam? Una they mix up the phone.
If this one freeze well, line that too. Okay, we go straight. This just left at the car.
Hello, you guys.
Hello, caller. You name and side they call me from. Hey. Come again. You name and side they call me from, please.
I they call from Germany.
You had some leg, Madam you.
Go ahead, you get 1 minute. 30 seconds.
Well, I got help you. Well, I got continue for bless you. I want to country, you know.
Amen.
You know, ECSL. That was a complete comedian there, you know. That guy, they really know Tendipa. You understand? This now, God, now we can talk around there, say, better to be late than never. You understand? This now something where they don't set up, they don't make up already. So like now, they find it difficult now how they able to reverse them and redo it again. So now they try to count all kind of excuses, but how I think the way that I they don't took them right now. I don't think they forget way for able continue with their plans them. They got the power, we pray as the way we just supposed to pray how they give them. I got the power, God go answer them, and God will make this election go down in peaceful manner, and we will make everybody go enjoy the country and really go out the country and enjoy with peace and harmony. God will take Mother Bill in our hand by God in power.
Thank you, God bless you.
Yeah.
White Prado, white sauce. Good evening. You're welcome on the show. Get 1 minute 30 seconds, bro.
Yeah. Well, I just this night I talk to my family members in a village. APC for the more because I get information in my Thursday. Mother Bill for Kamala. This evening I will talk to my family members. The exact will come Mother Bill. Now I talk to them. I say, bro, this man, how much did he pay to get from Kamala to New Village? I told him 10,000. So how much? It's 100,000. And how much did he buy that need more local with brothers. Because we want to let you know what I think we need to come out na SLPP. For example, the farmers people like PC and the Balatama Mahari. So this is na SLPP. Understand? APC need more campaigning, more especially that instead of really than the brothers. Because this is a problem we talk about 1 hour and it's less sensitizing. I don't know what to do. SLPP now good for this country. We know that for do. I don't know what you have to do because if we not done we realize naturally I'm going to be the people and because we didn't do Kamalama for until like 18 miles away. I think the intention is only one of my time to be back to people that are totally recovered. I think because nothing, everything is the normal. So the campaign manager will be Kamala. It is for people that are placing but I'm not expecting the speed of villages there. Because all now people are believe the non-language. All the language
Thank you. My brother. Hello, caller. You name and side you call me from?
Yes, je m'appelle Bebuya Oladidupa.
Tell Allah, thank you, brother man.
Yes. This is Augustine. I call from London.
Augustine, use the volume of your set today.
Okay. You get me now?
Yeah, we get you now. The set today, be go ahead.
Okay, sorry. I just want to make an observation concerning them ECSL stuff them and a lot of other things and where they go on as far as this election is concerned. My observation is that all this while we don't cry international community, we need ECOWAS, we don't get them people in the now salon. This is like a very salient issue with APC raised. You understand? Recently, waiting. As an observation team, we then go observe election in that country. Therefore, they pick out some of them things they are with the main opposition they raise and try to address them. But we know they. Even though now observe, they go observe. But like concern where the main opposition don't raise, and then think they lead to election fraud. You understand? So me, I just want to know, or I will continue to call on the international community for let them look into this. Thank you so much.
Hello, caller. You name and side you they call me from? Okay. Call and take part in the program. You name again and side you they call me from, please.
Yeah, Riyadh. Come from Riyadh.
All right, you get 1 minute, 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to concerning neck. Let people in here not serious. They see say Sierra Leone as a comedian. I don't let them see. They talk this today, smart talk that. Sierra Leoneans are not comedians. You understand? That process we all within the division for make corruption so that tells for election around go day, one people become guilty, one people become satellite, at the end they call results. Another ones. For any election, the process, and make it credible or not, the process not ever credible. Therefore, do and back because we don't have any complaint this time. As I say this or this. Right, because we yeah, it's not. You know, some people free and fair. They don't care. All of the time for make an opportunity for sideline the other party, for the advantage over the other party. That whole process, therefore, you do and back because you're not proper and you're not good for Sierra. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, brother man. Mr. Kamara, welcome.
Hello?
You're welcome on the show.
To listen to that guy, it was the Asali that guy, all million people from the meeting. And they accepted the guy, they know they check their book and neck. Now they come for can defend. But in your own admission, sir, you will notice the thing they get anomalies, the card. Because you know the talk saying that you go contact my service provider, you want to print the card. That don't change the card enforcement. They talk about 13,000 people and more who will not print their card. Almost 1 month and some days later to the election, up to now they don't get a card. So it's very sad. And the saddest part of country today, we all, I will tell you who we live in the country, I will be sorry for country. Because imagine, I've seen our other forum, they say 9 political parties, including the SYLVIA, they all say they're satisfied with the work of NEC. That is small mushroom parties that we SYLVIA don't sponsor, for them office, APC, then target, for them to say, them party just say the line, now the only major party, where the APC, the opposition, and the stumbling block. So just imagine, people are not getting the solidness of that country anymore. And they feel bad in my heart why the country and see people in the good, they get people in the world for one bad grace. They go support, but that temporarily, God will ever forgive them. There will be people who don't pray. Don't pray for country, then bad position, don't jail, don't gamble, for country, they don't salvage.
Hello, caller. Your name and you say where you from?
Hello,
We thank God. How you say?
Praise God. You know, I'll go straight to the point here. You see, you know, to make this yesterday in a bang and the confuse themselves so. Then see a big case a party. I make the one reach this election. But right now, the international community don't press. APC don't press. We're not. They don't see. We change our government and get for audit them. And now 2 lawsuits there. That's a majesty. Now 2 lawsuits in the type of balance. One, the international vendor when they see they go make black and white. You know, see now they put on power. When they force them, say they give the advocates so then they later they say now Greece went to Greece and Romania. Now last year they don't contact them. You understand it? Now I'm making the try for give vast statements when they talk. They say that they give black and white. It's not possible. Even when they squeeze everything, you find the face will come out and with colored, then the say they come out black and white. So they tell you understand that fear, then the fear. You understand this not see the money and they don't say this election not be lost. So right now I make any kind of want try for downplay everything. But APC on the ground. Thank you.
Hello, caller. Your name and you say you call me from?
Good evening.
How are you? You're welcome on the show. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
You know what? The only tutor we will advise the EPC let them continue for press, and the advice for every people where they apply a neck for do election monitoring and every election process are big. Let them very careful. You see this thing with them do so, you get for count chaos. For example, the one that already is at they go at the same area. They go at the same area for all votes. They go register. Then see the name will not come. I did the alarm for start. Trust me. This one on a mark and down. I put this one which I talk show. Because if you see me register at Calvato, they say no, my name na Makini. We na Calvato I register. Not the voting don't stop. Because me I will make a lala. Trust. So this one on a mark and down. Una continue for preach and say this neck if you not correct this issue, you got to bring serious chaos. Card they would pull them some of the people and scan them, they know that they need their fall. Before they lock down up there. Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you. Hello, caller. Your name and you say you call me from?
Francis, I call from Cyprus.
You're welcome on the show. 1 minute 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah. Always talk. We don't get up things in prayer. Every player they plan good for this nation, that God make them succeed. But when they plan good for this nation, 5 years don't pass, no improvement, everything they go bad. Now they see the only way they will make already the election for me to succeed. By the grace of Allah, we people they enjoy, God will make them stupidity of that voting. But if they only enjoy, God will give them decide or do something will make or pull them by this trouble in other country because this is a prayer and one of the put. They don't plan them bad, and the time almost will be bad, let them succeed for continue for once we pull them. This is not your contribution. Thank you. God
bless you. Hello, caller. Your name and you say you call me from? Please give you the volume of yourself.
I've already done that. By the way, I want to say kudos to the APC party. Then I want to tell Lansana we are plenty thank you for this place where it plays so. You see, ECSL like the last caller, which is a dish now. If somebody register Namu Ichong, a gonna center outside register for Google. Then they tell us say a million fully. What if you say just what happened? And when you watch, now the same talk last time I don't talk. Say the same ECSL will cause problem now, where they cause problem right now. People don't know see them. Where then talk now put press release, now the press release, people in the react on. But from the starting, ECSL lost task for the entire process. Who side them people in them indeed? Where ECSL they do anything in it, they don't talk nothing. Unless when the APC put press release, that you tell the civil society, this is waiting and quality for go engage the APC party. Which may not engage ECSL and tell ECSL say no, this show na do wrong. Unless the main opposition forward that it's there they go engage. Another for tell well, another for one good picking.
Hello, caller. Your name and where you call me from?
I call from America. Yes, they call me in our school, they call me Kondo Biscuits. So, I just want to say for a few words there.
Go ahead, you get one.
This is our time. This is our time we have to be very, very careful of, you know. We have to play with them times here. You know, if somebody they win election, they win election. I mean, no, they go. And so play now the kill die for. Is that guy talk about?
You did like
play now the kill die for. So we have to be very careful. One time say I'm very careful. And I don't want me to say, would I win the election? Let win a clear. You know, after go after thing like he start thinking here. People will make the team big. They really bad off. I mean, we get fine country, not preserve them. Yeah. And I'm not so the money for saying I'm in a Kondo Biscuits from America.
Thank you. God bless you, Kondo Biscuits. Hello, caller. Your name and side you call me from?
Yeah, we are that call from US.
You're welcome on the show. 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, wait more for say there is a saying. They say anything will look like a dog, it quack like a dog, it walk like a dog, not dog. You know, ECSL they don't prove to we say they're not honest with we the people in our saloon. You know, today they go kind of talk this, tomorrow they kind of talk that day. It's just too impossible for make the ECSL tell we say the photograph they give to the printer then for print na black and white. Then a big lie. And lie they lie Pariso. If they want for conviction, let them show you the picture them. Let them pull the picture them when they originally snap. We they told them is good, go register for vote. Let them show you them. Because it was not black and white. Now be colored. So now they change them. It better they don't accept the fact saying that they change them, not to the people who print change them. You know, now waiting and give the people for print and then print. So ECSL now not be trustworthy and not treat we fine. So it's good that APC don't take this stand. Other two APC for team up for work is make them show almost people and register now each center. Let them make sure see them count that list and show almost people and register now each center. God bless you now.
Hello, caller. Your name and which side you call me from?
Hello?
You're welcome on the show. Your name and which side you call me from?
Yeah, name and Elijah, they call from Virginia.
Go ahead, you get 1 minute 30 seconds.
The people there, this they show clearly how dishonest they be. Swear to me, God. First of all, that two statements really key. Who say they go make their ID card and first they don't call this country, then later they say another country again. It don't clearly show say that people they're not honest to themselves. Like they lie clearly. Anything that we can be in that, not lie. And I don't understand the people that the kind small brain we go give them. Like our whole country now that they go play with people that let's say people them like everybody within that country they stupid. They don't get that intelligence. In fact, people that they were more intelligent than them. For letting they play with people, their mindset, they play with people intelligence like that. Then people they are
our God. There were not to even save the members they deserve. They deserve more than the punishment of Motamana ever imagine of. Because for the people that they punish people them, then they say they can block people their mindset, they block people their intelligence. It's really, really painful. And that's my brother.
Thank you. God bless you. Hello, caller. Your name and who side you call me from?
Yeah, we are now the evening by boy. I call from Wad.
All right, you welcome on the show.
Yes, I did talk about the ID card there so because the time when they give the ID card here, me picking and scan that scan where they put me picking and scan that scan day. That different name we scan a different name na income instead of a name na different name come. Don't it take in picking in own back, it scan in picking on na different name back in a different side and center.
So the scanner scam.
The scanner scam. It scan your name like different name come. Don't it scan in picking in like different name come. When you want scan in wife and his sister in you now, they don't block them. So that's what they do. They try all kind of way for make them go able for rig the election. But me not say no by God in power. God not go agree for let them rig this election. Yeah. So any evil way they want me, God not go answer them. Because they don't the blood don't fetch them. The blood don't fetch them. So now you know I tell una thank you, let God bless una. This one they do, let God bless una.
Amen. Hello, caller. Your name and Usa you call me from?
Hello.
You welcome on the show.
Yes, good evening.
How are you?
I call from the yard.
All right, you welcome again. 1 minute 30 seconds.
I lost all you. What's happening by the friends in the paper about what you often catching. You know, they're not using what they go. Yeah, tell them, see, Uncle May, always before a big. Like I come to the point now. The people that now like we wouldn't have come. What I will talk, kiss all who they ask Allah is to do. People are vex passing anything, but that very did it. I swear to God, the man will see people, even you do like it, people don't come. So people don't talk, young man, the man be there and pardon. I say for people like vex, bad one. But we believe God, we ask God, they are like doing peaceful election, they would go the easily. So every time we make the water, they come some like white to blue, white to green, white to the water, who they usually mortal man elect people will elect you simple. Not so violent, not to people in other people and elect you know. Opposite hate you, people elect you, find a way for people to elect you, wanna say Olympians.
10 seconds.
So he said to go and take all this talk that they say like people are stupid and it's going to know Salon Commodity.
Alright.
And we go to peaceful election by going power. Nothing.
Alright, we'll take 4 more calls for wrap up the program for today. Call and take part. Now the program, this now we are, we talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, we talk about ECSL and APC, but the ID card issue. ECSL longer respond to APC. Well, let's say the ID card printing is standard for them. Not the most standard printing that one did. Highest. 4 calls. This now number 1. A local, you name and this side you call me from.
Hello, Bible. How you do? Good evening, sir.
I do, sir.
How the morning? We on time.
I do, sir.
Thank God, Bible. Hey, Bible. It's sorry, it's sorry. I know say some get good, but the last time where I called, I know like over a little bit over 6 weeks. We don't do it now almost 3 years. So the we don't tell all these things before. I made man sign the call. The man will tell us say kia take a bill no guarantee. Kia take a bill a very heartless man. Kia take a bill a criminal. They're not responsible. They don't love the people of Sierra Leone. You see this is CSL business. You know, say they got that guy who they call Masakoi. Albert Massacoy, and they get out that guy who they call Jones. And also Massacoy, don't tell the ECSL. 91st and be sent at AYV for can't defend their ID card here. So today they're not saying and they send this other guy. But it's really pathetic, bro. It's really pathetic and shameful and he's sorry. I wish the best for Salone for the election, but you know not.
3 more calls. Hello, caller. Your name and who you call you from. Please reduce the volume of the set.
Yeah, I know it is.
Thank you. Go ahead. 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I can't somebody go from Cape Verde.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, tell you thank you first and foremost for the wonderful job what they do.
Thank you.
You see, at times I feel sad for everything in our country. Incredible institution. People only work there, then they come give it a guy reports there. At times I feel sorry for our country. I feel say we still be under colonialism. And I feel say we still be under colonialism because an incredible institution for giving a guy reports here. For giving a guy reports here is very, very terrible. I don't understand. Because we expect incredible information. You didn't say that ID card will not ever get guided. You say, I don't understand. Will not ever get guided, then he gets all the features they want visible, get black and white face. You didn't see him boldly saying a black and white face. You still get the mind God for tell people them. Again, I'm surprised at the journalists they work in with the people there. They're feeling they keep them call. Because you say like Sierra Leone, the thing affects you. Why if you go make hypocrites for your country? You need to interview but sometimes you say this ID card here, they go make the best.
Hello, caller. Your name and who you call me from. 2 more calls. Hello, caller.
Hello.
You're welcome on the show. Your name and who you call me from, please.
My name Wiyad. I call from Wiyad.
Wiyad, you welcome now. Wiyad, you get 1 minute, 30 seconds. Go ahead.
But them people there, they just don't make Sierra Leoneans, they don't get sense by politics. It's just they just they behave like way the surrounded way they put by the prayer where the people they pray for that country, let the country get peace. Like in the old them. Because if this one today again come out, they say this issue of this ID card not come up from no any other person. Now we are the cause of this ID card. Definitely, just like what the APC they do, let it just they continue for press. Say this, we don't need them. But they one they are, if they are allowed, they definitely because they you know thing. Something they under way that they try for proof. Because if the SSF know, even that one would be the interview, ask that then print for you this as a souvenir for you married, if they accept her, they will tell you say no. That's all, me brother.
Thank you. God bless you. 1 more call for end the race. Hello. Call and take part of the program. I should wait for 1 more call. The last lucky caller for close the door, the gate of Wiyad for tonight. You start mean. You get locked like loco. The boat for don't
let you. Seriously, I will see another call, right? This is not sister admin. Hi Facebook, hi YouTube.
Okay, wait. Why is another call?
I will see another call because I'll be so upset because then people actually will say we na amusement park where they just they come, they ride roller coasters, them different rides, them they have fun and then go. Me just want to tell APC say make them put their foot down. This is the time. I know why make APC do this because they wait for them go through their convention, go through all their nomination and everything. Because the moment they for be open their mouth and say something, now another problem for them. So this is the perfect time. If interim government there for inside salon for 3 months, let it come as soon as they fix the system. If APC come back to power, Yamali, APC come back to power, then behave such way, then let people then discipline them. But this is the time, Yamali. Yeah, I see, sorry. So this is the time for me to begin disciplining people because you can't come one of the country begin People say Sierra Leone as an bad take away they can just cut you, eat you go. What that guy they talk to just not like AYV. They need for save their records there, so they need for show the content and go print them. They need for show me the artwork IDs them or the pictures of what they give to their vendors there, so where print the ID cards there, where the guy they see in the lion that but they are thunder go fire, they no go die in a road accident, no go kill them like they kill mosquito there by the grace of God. You can't treat you people like this. This is so pathetic, it's so sad. It's very, very sad. You see, they lie with confidence, confidence. And Madam you don't tell we say, then can't say so you go for cargo, any say one for cargo. But if you want to take money, you first know that how you go take money. If you want to go to a club that say you're 18 years of age, then you first know go show up. What you get for do? You know they enter the club. These are just examples, they're no more. How you go behave like this to you people? Every soon I put on a foot down. If the government get for wait for another 3 months, let you wait, but now for put on a foot down. This is the time for the ownership show our power. Because now hold on equalize right now. Don't sit down and fold your hands and fold your foot thinking that the international community can solve the problem. Let us solve the problems then now. And let us tell SLPP say they're not gonna come to Sierra Leone and rule Sierra Leone 50 for Salika and one and go. Then free. They don't pull parliamentarians, they don't pull members of parliament, they don't impose speaker of power, they don't do PR system, they don't do all kinds of things. This time let us say no, enough is enough. We have to put a stop to the rubbish there. And same thing APC come back, you want act like this. We say the team up and the back say, no. The last government that's all we do. This time we not now that turn. We're going for straight Sierra Leone up. We can just leave them people and they do any turn. This is anyway, man. Thank you. I'm so upset, because when somebody they lie and mistake, you look at me, they lie.
Go drink water. Go drink water.
No, seriously, SMBP by way. Somebody they look at you and you face it a lie. It's a lie. You know how painful that is. It's very painful.
The lie they don't be
regime. This is the time. This is the time. Lord, put your foot down, Sierra Leoneans. APC, put your foot down. Put your foot down. Enough is enough of SLPP. Enough.
All right, so they take the last lucky caller and happen for B, Mr. Jamboria.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome on the show.
Today is the last day I will talk on social media.
Why?
I'm giving a message to Julius Madabio and his cabal.
Go ahead, sir.
Sierra Leone belongs to 7 million people. Don't toil with it. Do what needs to be done. If you win the election, fine. If you don't win them, come out suffer. But if you do anything with the regular election, be rest assured your life will be in hell at the end of the day. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you, sir. Well, of course, family members, them. Now, so we take with time for left una today, and hope for joining us back tomorrow by God in power. We just want to say plenty thank you to una all, both Facebook and YouTube. You will come and like the program. You will come and share. You will come and listen. Una all useful na this family as well. Now, then here they go on na mama salon. That make we take the venture say anything where they happen na salon, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We bring them to family members them for make this everyone understand waiting they go on. Well, until we meet again, na another beautiful edition tomorrow inside the same family house. On behalf of the management, the team of We Had a Family, we go say tata and God bless una. God bless una. God bless Mama Salon. We pray for peaceful election.
The President, Dr. Ernest Baikoma, does use Section 54, subsection 5 of the 1991 Salon Constitution for Big Victor Bokari Fo, when I've been the Salon ambassador.